Is my mic on? It's on. Turn me up a little bit. You got your crown? Let's go. Welcome to the Queen Kim Real Talk. I'ma keep it 100. Like, share, tag, and comment. Cause we keeping it 100 over here. Here's some of the greatest music and the hottest interviews. I'm asking the questions and getting all the answers. R&B, blues, southern soul, jazz, swing out, hip hop, country, neo soul, zydeco, and gospel. That's right. Follow me on all social media outlets. Facebook at Queen Kim, YouTube and Instagram at Queen Kim 100. Kimberly boy. Yeah, we keeping it 100. Stay tuned for the next interview on the Queen Kim Real Talk. That's right. Cause we keeping it 100 over here. That's right. Like, share, tag, and comment. Cause we keeping it 100 over here. That's right. Kimberly boy, I'ma keep it 100. Like, share, tag, and comment. We keeping it 100. Hi, welcome to the Queen Kim Real Talk. Hashtag, I'm going to keep it 100. Y'all come on in. Apologize, running a little late, but hey, things happen. So I'm up in here tagging, sharing, and I'm getting some people on in here. So I want y'all to come on in before I bring my guest up, because I know y'all want to hear this good journey he has to talk about. Let me put my comments on so I can see. And don't y'all be shy. Y'all come on in here and ask some questions. Okay, let's see. Queen Kim is live in the building. And matter of fact, let me play some music while we waiting. Just want to wait for a few more people. Want to hear some oh yeah, this that. Let's see. Good old party. J Red. Y'all come on here. We can have a good old party before my guests come on up. Come on. Tell a friend we live. Don't y'all wanna come on and go with me? We gon' turn this thing on up so everybody be free. Go ahead and get your sexy groove on and come on and party with me. Yeah. And you know I got the drink in my cup. Let the smoke from folks grooving. Ain't nothing but love in the atmosphere. Hey, feels so good to see all my people in here. Yeah. Y'all come on in. All right. Finna have us a good old party. Oh yeah. All right, let me get my guest on up here. Yeah, I think he ready. All right. Welcome to the Queen Kim Real Talk. Uncle Verge, DJ, the legendary DJ Uncle Verge.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so ready for tonight. Let's get it, Queen.
Oh yeah, we about to get it. We about to get it. And I had to play some music, of course. Your DJ got to play
Yes.
some music. Come on
Yeah.
now. Hey, Uncle Verge, they come in here a little slow, but that's all right. They're gonna be in here in a minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, but we're gonna talk about some good things going on with you. But I want to talk about that juicy stuff at the end of the year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Very
before we
excited.
get to that, yeah, we're gonna rewind a little bit and bring it on up. Hey, Miss Chelsea in the building. All right. That's that business partner you got.
Yeah.
I got Miss Chelsea, you sharing it. Yeah, share. I think I shared
She's
it
a
on this.
yes, she's a sharing queen.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Come on in the building, baby. Oh yeah. So, Uncle Verge, this is once again the legendary DJ Uncle Verge. Tell
Yes.
everybody where you're from, city and state.
I'm originally from Kinston, North Carolina.
Oh no, you from them Carolina? Oh,
Yeah. I'm from
they
North
hot.
Carolina.
Them Carolina, that's hot. They hot
Yeah.
down there now. All right. And where do you reside now?
In the ATL, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, that's another hot spot.
Oh
That's
yeah.
another hot spot. Oh, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. So, Uncle Verge, of course, you got the DJ in front of your name. But I want to go back a little more because that music, for you to get into that, where did that start?
But it started at an early age. My uncle was a DJ for the radio station.
Oh, wow.
And so in my family, we always heard music all throughout the house. So and when I was young, I would just listen and listen and listen. And then I took a liking. One day he threw me in the mix one time. I'm talking about 1975 or something like that. And he told me to be the DJ for a little house party he had. So I was playing records, and being young at 7, 8 years old, it was just encouraging me. I thought I was doing good and everything. So
Yeah.
it kind of like made me feel good when I was young. So the music was there, at that age, and then um, climbing on up to 1979 when Rapper's Delight came out. The rapper, Sugar
Right.
Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight came out. I, I started really liking music for real then. And then Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel, the same. They was under the same label as Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill. Um, he came
Okay.
out. He came out with his record called Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel, where he was scratching and mixing. So I was like, "What's that?" So I tried to mimic what he was doing. Back then there wasn't no internet, no TVs or anything like that.
Right.
It was cassette, what you could get on a cassette or whatever. And so I started mimicking what he was doing, and I learned how to scratch from that.
Oh,
And
wow.
then, and that's when my journey began because I was 13 then. And then one day around the end of the summertime, a program director from the radio station in my hometown was riding by my house, and he heard me practicing on the outside. Because that back in the day, there was no central air and heat, so you lift your windows up and the fan in the window and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
He heard the sounds coming out my window, and he stopped and he came to my door and said, "Who's doing that?" Asked my mother, and my mother said, "That's my son there doing that." He said, "We need him on the radio tonight."
Oh, wow.
The age of 13. So, they was kind of like, you don't have my baby in the club, that kind of thing. And so he was like, yeah, we need him. I said, trust me, when we put him on the radio, it's going to be an instant turnaround of y'all, family.
Oh,
So he put me on the radio at the age of 13. And when I played my first record, got to my second one, scratching and mixing, it took off from there, and I ain't been out of club ever since.
Yes,
Today.
indeed. Wow, wow. Now you're taking me all the way back. You said started young and listening. What kind of music in the '60s,
The
'70s, or
70s, 60s, 70s. And, I done been through, let me see, almost decades of music.
oh wow,
You know what I'm saying? So the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, the 2020s. So this 7 decades.
right
Yeah.
now, Uncle Verge. The se- now you looking pretty young yourself. Now I know
Yeah.
you just had a birthday.
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure out that age. I don't know though.
Okay. Coming up, if the Lord let me live to see next year, I'll be 60 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Man, oh man, salute. I don't know what you doing down if it was from North Carolina or ATL. Oh, you taking care of yourself.
Oh
You
yeah.
taking care of yourself. Yes, sir. We talking to Uncle Verge. He in the building. DJ, the legendary DJ Uncle Verge, baby. We getting all the story, the inside, the journey. And I'm Queen Kim. Follow me on my Facebook page, Queen Kim 100, and my Instagram. And also, y'all stay in touch with, keep following Uncle Verge on his Facebook page, which is Virgil, your real name.
Yeah, my real my government name, but I got Uncle Verge in the middle and my government last name.
You won't miss him. Now, speaking of that, how did you get Uncle Verge? Yeah.
Well, back in the day, I used to play a lot of sports and stuff. So basketball was my real love when I was little, and so I would happen to be on my uncle's little league basketball team. And so back then they didn't call me DJ Uncle Verge until I made a move that was cool to everybody. And this guy just shouted out. He wanted to say my name, but he kind of said Uncle Verge because he was saying you did that because your uncle was out here, and he put it
Yeah.
all together. And then
Okay.
everybody just, how kids are laughed and just start calling me Uncle Verge, Uncle Verge, Uncle Verge. And so I was like, okay, I just listen to it. So everywhere they went, they just kept it.
And it
So
stuck with it.
and it
Okay.
stuck with it. So when I got to the radio station, um, they when they no, not the radio station. When I was in the club, they asked me what my DJ name was. So I said to myself, I said I might as well just call myself what everybody else called me, Uncle Verge. You know?
Right. Well,
And
them aunties and them uncles coming back, baby. Oh
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And the cool thing about it, Queen, was when I named myself DJ Uncle Verge. When people came to the club, they were expecting Uncle Verge. And when they came to the DJ booth, they saw a young kid in there. So it
Right,
helped
right.
camouflage what I was doing. And, people, the people that listen to radios and to find out if we had young people in the club around the bar and all that kind of stuff. It kind of like
Right.
fooled them a little bit.
Well, yeah. Now I hear you got in your storage. Look, don't let me come down to ATL and find out where your storage at, so I can get. I want some of them 45s,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
What kind of
I,
music
I,
you
I
got?
still, I still have every record from 1979 up to today that I have DJ with and on from 45s to cassettes. I have some 8 tracks, and then I have some vinyl records from the time I started all the way up to today. And so my
Oh,
collection is huge. I got, I have a whole lot, bunch of stuff.
a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I'm loving it. So ATL became your home. Uh, how long have you been in ATL?
I moved down here in 2000 and been here for 25 years now.
Oh, you went down there in 2000. It was popping. Man, it was popping at ATL around that time.
Around the 90s with
Right.
around the 90s with what they call it oh man, I got a brain freeze on it.
Not the.
Freaknik.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I came at the end of it. At the
Yeah.
end, because in my hometown we had a Hurricane Floyd, and it put my house underwater, and I moved down here in Atlanta afterwards.
Oh,
And
okay.
so, I moved down here in 2000, and like I said, I relocated, and once they found out who I was, it went on from there.
Okay. All right. Now, I know beside with your uncle with with the music, was there anybody else an artist or musician that influenced you even more, took you to the next?
Well, fortunately, with the radio stations, I was able to interview and meet a lot of stars at an early age and stuff like that. My influence, again, that motivated me to really continue to do when there was a guy named, what we call him, the Disco Tree back in the day. Uh,
Okay.
he was about 6'7", and he was a DJ. So they say he looked like a tree, so they called him the Disco Tree. But
Oh,
he kind of gave me that motivation that I could make a career out of this.
wow.
And so he's still here, he's still living. So and then celebrity wise, um, DJ Jazzy Jeff kind of like sparked me.
All
You
right. All
know,
right. Yeah.
just just
Yeah,
just
that's good.
just the way his mannerism is, how he makes sure that it's business before pleasure. And be real clean and skillful at what you do.
Yes.
So that was a motivating factor in my coming up through the world of DJing.
Yes, yes. So you're, even though you're behind that the equipment, you still have to have that appearance.
Yes,
Like, yeah, that's my DJ. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And
People
see,
want to say, yeah,
and back in the day, it was suits. You used to come to the club in suits and stuff. So
yes, yes,
you had to be dressed. So you had to come styling and profiling. So the people didn't know that back in the day when we came up in the clubs back in the day, we dressed to impress. Like every time we stepped out, we would go downtown to get the best outfit. The pimps and
yeah,
everybody just try to who was stepping out the best. So
yeah.
that's
Right.
how it be.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's a good old day. See, I'm a 70s girl.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a good old
yeah. So
days.
you
Yeah.
remember the platforms
Yeah.
and every guy was on the street with a suit or like a
Suit.
this is like
Uh-huh. And then they had to be cool when they had the little chest out. Now,
this
Uncle
out.
Verge, you had your chest out.
Yeah, see, a little bit. I try to hang in there a little bit. You know,
Come
uh,
on now.
but yeah.
Yeah,
It was the good old days, but it was in back then though.
it was in. That's what they
It was
was
in back.
doing.
If you
That's
were
what they
wearing
was
your
doing.
shirt like V like that, where you can see your chest and all that. Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to play a little song. And then I'm gonna talk about this young man. I don't know if I got my phone on. Wait, let's see. I thought I heard a little feedback.
No, you good. You sound
You
good.
good? Okay, I'm good. Okay,
Mhm.
great. Um, we're gonna get into talking about him. This is J Red, the nephew,
Mhm.
and we're gonna talk about him. Ain't nothing but love in the atmosphere. Well. So call everybody, tell them just slide out to the crib, 'cause it's time to have a party. It's the good old party, let's get it in, let's get it in, let's get it in. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like that. J Red, the nephew. That's
It's the nephew.
it's a good old days. I mean, a good old party, but it does remind you about the good old days. Just wanted to play that, but
Yeah,
actually, go ahead.
yeah. J Red, the nephew, good friend of mine. He grew up 30 miles from my hometown. He's
Oh,
from Greenville. He came. He used to listen to me on the radio back in the day.
all right, awesome. He said he had a little message, and I thought it was real nice. He wrote on Facebook. Um, he he says some DJs are seasoned enough to understand the Southern Soul movement requires a variety of different sounds from multiple artists.
Hmm.
Shout out to Uncle Verge for putting Good Old Party in the mix.
Oh, yeah.
Respect. How does that feel when artists appreciate you playing their music?
Well, first of all, I appreciate the artist for putting out good content, because if you put out good content, it's worth displaying. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so it's all about the music first. You know what I'm saying? And I be just as sincere as I can be, because the artists want to know for real how they really sound,
Yes.
regardless of how close you are to them, or or what they have done for you or what you have done for them. You get what I'm saying? They want to really know if their record is good, you
Yes.
know.
Yes.
And so that's the best thing that I can give an artist, a female or male or a rap or whatever. I can give you the truth, because when I listen to a record, I'm thinking about me standing in front of 200-300 people in a club, or 1,000 or 2,000 people in the club. And when I play it, I don't want them saying, "What is he doing?" You know
What
what I'm saying?
that is?
I want the song that I played have an impact, into the situation of what I'm doing. But at the same time, when artists first come out with records and stuff like that, if it's real good and nobody ain't never heard it before, then
Hmm.
I give them that just to like say, hey, everybody, keep your eye on this song right here. And I've done that to several songs in Southern Soul, where I gave them my stamp of approval. And, and later on it became what it was
Yeah.
in the end.
Okay.
You know,
Awesome.
because my first job, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Go ahead.
My first job, besides doing live remotes on the radio, was when they put me in the radio station. They put me in this little room, and back then we used to get promotional copies, where the record labels would bring the records to the radio
Yeah.
station first, and before anybody hear it, and they said, "Well, which song of these would you play?" So I would be the one in that little room by myself, trying to figure out which one they should put on the radio, which one they should keep off the radio. Like,
All
hey, play this one, don't play that one. That kind of, what I'm saying? And
right.
so that's when I started developing an ear for music for real. Then,
Right.
and that was my first job in the radio station. And then back then the radio station, it ain't like commercial now, because we had the freedom to play anything we wanted to play. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we chose what we wanted to play on the radio. And then, and we didn't have no influences by radio record labels saying, okay, I want you to play this song
Wow.
12 or 13 times a day. And even though the song might be trash, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Now, speaking of that about trash, um, how do you feel when you? Because I know you say you like to give the truth about artist music, but would you tell them their stuff is trash or garbage
I
or
never tell them their stuff is trash,
right?
because I know that some of the artists that make the records, spend their hard earned money where they
Yes.
work 40 hours a week to just go in the studio and take that check and spend.
Yes.
So I really let them know that it's trash. I might tell them, hey, to be honest with you, I think you might need to go back into the lab, and I would tell them what they might could do. And if they want to take my advice, because I don't sing, rap, or make a beat, but I'm a DJ and I play the music and I listen to it. And I
Right.
might say, hey, if you do this and do this and do this, maybe that can make that situation right. but this might not be it right now. But I won't say, hey man, that's trash. Go and throw that in the garbage can.
Right, right.
You know, because I
Some
know
of
I
them pretty harsh. They'll
yeah,
tell him,
yeah, but
but
yeah,
no,
they
you
think
don't
that's
do
the
that.
right way to go. But all you got to understand is you also have to encourage the artist to keep on, because if you keep
Yes,
swinging to the fence, they might be that one song that change your whole life around. If you understand what I'm saying, it
yes,
might be that one song. All it takes is one. Yeah.
one.
But if you tell them that, hey, that's trash, right there. When you say trash, it's already messing with their self esteem anyway. Because
Yes, yes.
okay, I was looking because I work hard. I stayed up hours a night. My woman fussed at me all night for being in the studio. You know, my man saying, "Why you around them guys?" And you said that's trash. You said that's
Right, right. But
trash.
it's the money, the time, the energy.
Yeah,
No, you don't want nobody to say that. But constructive
yeah.
criticism.
You have to keep it
Uh,
real. I'm gonna be honest with them, but I'm also going to encourage them to say, "Hey, if you do it like this, or blah blah
uh-huh,
blah." I mean, like I said, as far as the singing and stuff concerned, I can't help you because I don't sing. But I know what sounds good, and I know a singer that can really sing. I know
correct.
a male or female. But
Uh,
if I tell you to go back in the lab, I might say, "Hey, if you want to make this work, change the beat to this, 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 this." You know.
oh, all right, Uncle Verge. Oh, okay. Now you talked about the radio and the interviews. What was your most interesting or just memorable interview you did on the radio?
Um, I interviewed I interviewed Kelly Rowland. Uh,
Oh,
that was a good, interesting interview because even though that's later in the game, I interviewed her when she was just coming out of Destiny Child. So
oh,
that was an interesting interview to me because I wanted to see how or what she was thinking at the time. Did she
okay.
want to be in the group or she was good on her own? That one. And you go back in the day, I interviewed so many people. Jane Kennedy was my best interview of all.
Which one? Who it is?
Jane Kennedy. That was my best interview of all.
Oh my God. You interviewed Jane Kennedy?
Jane Kennedy, when she was working on the NFL Today show, I don't know if anybody remember
Yes.
that back in the day. Well, she happened to come to our hometown because she was doing a promo for Coca Cola.
Oh
And
wow.
I got a chance to sit there and interview her.
That was a beauty. Oh, that's a beauty right there.
That
Oh
was
my.
my dream.
Ah,
I was
yes.
look, and boy, she gave me a hug. I didn't want to take it.
Oh, all right now. Don't let Ken our whole Leonard didn't see what that was his name. How Leonard Kennedy. Wait, what was his name?
His name was Leon Kennedy.
Leon. Leon. All right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
he not passed away.
he did.
Yeah, he passed away.
Oh man. Oh wow.
And
Yes indeed.
she's still looking beautiful as ever at her age now.
At her age. Oh, awesome. We're talking to DJ, the legendary DJ Uncle Verge. As you can see, he is legendary. Man, interviewing with Kelly Rowland and
Yeah.
Jane Kennedy. Oh man, Jane Kennedy. Come on now, he got them 45 records. Legendary. Y'all follow him on his Facebook page, which is
I
Virgil. Uh-huh.
I remember in interviewing Big Daddy Kane.
Man, look, you telling you got
And
all
guess
the people.
in the same studio with Big Daddy Kane, a little young kid by the name of Jay Z was in there, and
Oh, come on now.
he didn't say anything because it was Big Daddy Kane interview, but that was ground level. And then before you know it, look at Jay Z now.
Oh my. And you
But
remember that,
I
huh?
remember just as plain as day.
Oh, I had a crush on Big Daddy Kane. Ooh.
He stayed in North Carolina now.
Oh, he's staying in North Carolina. Okay. Hello, Big Daddy Kane.
He still performing and still doing the moves too.
He still is, huh?
Yeah, he's still
That's
doing.
awesome.
Mhm.
And people can have how can these artists keep their career going uh a long time with their music? What would you suggest?
That's a great. That's a great thing. First of all, you know, concentrate on you. and not your competition, because that's the first thing. If you concentrate on you, the making the best of you, and if you're singing, if you're a singer singing to the best tracks that you choose, or just focus on what you're doing. That's how your longevity goes. And then put horse blinders on. I always use this, and people that I've talked to that ask me the same question. As far as an artist, you put horse blinders on when you in a race like Kentucky Derby. The horses have these blinders where you can't see the other horse, can't see the
Hmm.
other. So you're looking straight ahead, not to the side. That means keep your mind off what this person is doing and that person is doing, and make and create your own way, and then just stay consistent with it. Just because if you're comfortable, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Because for example, I use example. Um, Two of the best in the game, like say King George and Tucker,
Okay.
and don't be afraid to ask Tucker for a beat. Don't be afraid to ask King George for a beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking
Right.
about, because that's how you collab, and and that's how you grow. You just don't be afraid to ask for help sometimes.
Right.
Um just keep your negativity out the way. You know,
Yes.
um, don't get caught up into what today is very powerful. Social media on all three or four or five ways. They got some stuff I don't know about, but just keep your focus.
Yes.
And also um, pay homage to who came before you. You know,
Oh,
you know
yes.
what I'm saying, always pay homage to who came before you, because they was setting lessons then. The Aretha Franklins, the Patti LaBelle's,
Yes.
the Denise LaSalle's, the Mel Waiters. They were paving the way for these artists now,
Yes.
because now we have a different sound in Southern Soul. You know what I'm saying? But back then they had to sing a certain way, because that was the way, they was trying to get in another lane with blues. It wasn't no Southern Soul. It was,
Mhm.
it was soul, it was blues, it was gospel, it was rock, it was rap, it was R&B. All them things were separate. Now Southern Soul done mashed a couple of them things together, the blues,
Yeah.
gospel, and into one sound called Southern Soul. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah.
so now it's a different lane, and it's some lanes that all ages can pick up to, because it mimics some of the music that's played today, in a certain way. And it's got a little bit R&B in it, got a little gospel, got a little blues in it, got a little rap in it. If they put a rap
Mhm.
in it,
Oh, yeah.
it's a bowl of gumbo all together. So,
Yeah.
but don't forget where you came from, because some
Don't
people back
forget.
there had laid the ground, like Sir Charles and all of them, Roy C. And you can it's a bunch of like you said, Johnny Taylor and all them. They
Mhm.
paved the way.
They
The
did.
slave owners. So just remember and get Betty Wright. Betty Wright.
Yes.
So
Yes. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love that was oh my God. That was you was right on the money. Right on the money. Now, how did you transition into this Southern Soul?
I transitioned to Southern Soul in 2000. Well, okay, let's put it like this. I will all the people that I named, I was playing them already. But then when it got down to the year of 2016, 2016, I claim that's when I really transitioned.
2016.
Yeah, because when I'm a DJ, I'm in the clubs. Um, and every time I go to the clubs, I was playing the same records every week. From
Hmm.
Before I Let Go, Candy, Encore, To Be Real.
Yeah.
And I just kept playing it. And as a DJ, you know, as a DJ that's been from way back in the day when them songs were born. That's why in my storage, I was one. When they first came out with the record, I bought a copy of it, or I got it through the radio station. So I've been playing that ever since the song came.
Yeah. Yes.
And so repetitiously, all in my journey, I got tired of playing the same old songs over and over again when I was DJing. So
Mhm.
then Southern Soul came in, and it was a new as a new thing. It sort of
Yes.
reminds me when rap came in. You know, when rap came in, it was like, what's this? So now you know, every rap record that came out, you wanted to be a, take that and be a part of that culture. So now when Southern Soul really started getting to Southern Soul early in like the 2017, 18 with Tucker and all that, I was like,
Okay.
man. And then every time you turn around, there was somebody else producing a song. There was somebody, and I said, wait a minute. Now they create these songs. I like this because it reminds me of back in the day, and I'm not listening to the same stuff I was
Yes.
doing back in
Yes.
the
A
day.
variety.
Like I said, every now and then I will play some of that stuff back there, but my whole show now consists of you gonna hear when people hire me for certain situations, you're gonna hear about 70% Southern Soul, 30% R&B and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear 70-30. Because there's a lot of music in Southern Soul that people are not playing that get you up and dance and party, but you don't get a chance to hear that because in a certain situation, you know, they half and half, or it's more R&B and Southern R&B and hip hop and a little bit of Southern Soul,
Right.
that kind of thing. And it's like, well, if you're gonna do that, y'all might as well stay in the club and you get what I'm saying? Because these artists are making these songs and stuff. There's some good songs that you can dance to, and if a DJ know what he's doing, he can put it in the mix and
Yes.
really
Yes.
have really keep the people on the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? Besides a line dance or something like that, because a line
Right.
dance don't automatically get them up, but you got to know how to play after the line.
Aha.
You see what I'm saying? I concentrate on after the line dance. I know a line dance gonna get you up, but what I'm gonna do after that?
Yes.
And about am I planning for a situation that we came here for? And you and I solely put it like this, and this will put it in a nutshell so you understand, Queen. One day I went to a concert here in Atlanta, and
Okay.
it was a Southern Soul concert. Now they knew who I was, but I walked up, and the DJ was playing R&B and rap. They paid the fans paid for a ticket for Southern Soul.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
if you pay for a ticket for Southern Soul, when you come out there, you want to hear Southern Soul out there in the atmosphere. You don't want. They told me in the line when I was coming through, they was like, "Dog, if we was gonna hear all this, we could have went to the concert down the street where they
Get down
got
the
all
street.
the rap tips." We paid to hear Southern Soul. We ain't paid to hear this. That kind of thing. And so I understood right then because you got to get out there to listen to what the people are saying so you can be great on the stage. And I was like, yeah, they playing, this R&B and hip hop, but I know there's some Southern Soul songs that if you come to a Southern Soul concert, that's what you're gonna hear. You gonna
That's
hear
what
that,
I want to hear.
and also it gives the artists that make the Southern Soul a chance to be heard. That's the time because Southern Soul don't have a nationwide radio. They're working on it, but they don't have a nationwide radio yet. So when you get to hear Southern Soul, you're supposed to get to hear Southern Soul when you go to a Southern Soul concert. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? But you understand what I'm saying?
I
If you go to
understand.
if it's labeled Southern Soul, you're supposed to hear Southern Soul. If it's Southern Soul and R&B, then it's Southern Soul R&B.
Yes.
It
Correct.
all depends on what you label it as. Because I know most of the people that go to these Southern Soul concerts, they want to hear Southern Soul.
Southern soul. Exactly. Exactly. And some people are still trying to transition to what is that? Because blues and Southern soul, I was confused too. I say, ain't there's blues? And they say, no, Southern Soul. I think I realized it was like maybe about 8 years ago or something like that, 7, 8 years, that it was a difference. I didn't know if it was a difference between the blues and Southern. They connect, but it's a difference.
Yeah, but when this guy, a true legend, Sir Charles was labeled the king of Southern Soul, that's when really people start really saying Southern soul. But the kind of Southern soul that Charles was making was still like had a R&B and bluesy type thing, and
Yeah.
he was making a lot of melody songs and slow, like Anybody Lonely, Friday. It's got a nice little beat, and then all of a sudden Southern Soul took it to another level when Tucker went King of Swing and started making people
Yeah.
dance, and then that's when people said, "Well, I really want to dance." I don't want to. When I come to a concert, I don't want to be sitting down and just listen to stuff. I want to get up and move and party. So then you
Exactly.
start making music to make you get up and dance. And so now it's really making you dance because the line dance scene came on the scene.
Yes, it
So
is.
it's making you dance now. But you gotta, like I told, and every DJ that's up here or any person that's having a party or whatever, that DJ got to know after the line dance what you gonna do after the line dance. And when I'm talking about after that song played out, can you keep that same energy after the line dance? You know,
Right. Now, are you okay with people coming up and requesting a song?
I'm okay with it.
Hmm.
I'm very okay with it because it ain't about me when I go on stage. It's about the people. I'm
Right.
there to entertain them. I'm not there for me. I'm there to I
Exactly.
get paid to entertain them. So if they ask me to play boots on the ground, I will play boots on the ground. I'm not gonna say, hey, hold up now. Unless, you get what I'm saying? Hold up, I ain't got time for that. I play, or they ask me to play a certain song. Now, again, I have already analyzed this music, and if they come and ask me to play a certain song, and I say, okay, you chose a good one there. I got you. If
Okay.
they told me to play the Homeboy song they ain't never heard of before,
Oh
now,
no.
now that's when you get rejected because if I haven't heard it before, I'm not gonna play it. You ain't
No.
gonna force me to say, oh man, it's good, it's good. I next time you catch me, I've been to heard your song and I can play it then. But as of right now, I'm not gonna slide that song in and then everybody scatter to their chairs or whatever. And because I'm not entertaining them because they looking back at me like, why?
Yeah.
You know, because they
They
got
get mad.
to do.
They get mad too. You don't play
Yeah,
their song.
yeah, because they
They
got to
will.
understand I have a job. I'm getting paid to do this. You asking me to play your song. No, and it might not be good. You know,
It might not be.
yeah, because at the end of the day, what if I play that song and make everybody run, and at that particular time, the person that hired me see that, then the next time he might not hire me because of that moment. You get what I'm saying? Did I play somebody's song that came up there and asked me, and they say, and I said, okay, I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna play it. And then when I put it up there, and everybody run to the thing, it could be the time where that guy that hired me walked right through there and said, "Oh, I'm getting that DJ no more. He making
All
everybody."
right. Exactly.
You're not thinking about me when I'm up here. All you worried about is am I gonna put it up there. Now you feeling good because I play your song, and you looking out there and seeing everybody run to the seats. you know,
Oh wait.
you get what I'm saying?
That's the part right there.
That's
Yeah,
the part
everybody they
I
don't know
got to
that
think about.
and they sit down.
Hmm.
Exactly.
It ain't
Then
about me. It ain't about me breaking the record. It's about you making the record. It's about you making a good record. It's about you making that hit that I did. I if that hit was that good, Queen, check it out. Then somebody else would have told me a long time ago, hey man, hey, Uncle Verge, you heard that song by you heard it, and I said, no, I ain't heard. Let me go, because now if he heard, but then I said, okay, there's
exactly.
another person asked, and another person asked. That made me say, oh, I need to get this song because everybody asked me. You know.
That puts me in the mind of I'm trying to pull it up. Wait a minute, let me see if I think I got it.
Hmm.
Uh you I think you wrote it on your Facebook. It was at the awards show and you talked about I think he was 19. Um
Oh, you talking about Mike Carr Jr.?
Mike Clark Jr.
Mike Carr Jr. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. That and was that is that something like he had a new song. You
Yeah.
liked it? Is
What
that
what what happened? I'm gonna tell you the story about Mike
okay?
Clark. Okay, Mike Clark, right? When he started, he was 19. He first he first came across my eye when he was on the Country Wayne skits.
Oh,
Country Wayne put him up there, and he was singing the song. It was like a little skit like that, and I was like, "Who's this?" Like that, right? So then the next time I saw him was on the um, Ricky
yeah.
Smiley, what's that thing? The karaoke thing.
Yes.
Yeah, the Stardom. That's what they call it. And he went up there and sang then. And I said, okay. And so he was just singing that same song, Auntie Outside Tonight, Auntie Outside Tonight. So I reached out to him and he said, man, I'm the new face of Southern Soul, like that.
All right.
And I said, okay, yeah, you have that confidence and stuff. So I said, tell you what, I give you the opportunity on the AMG Awards. Come on out here, and because he was friends with
Oh wow.
his man, Colin Park. We were friends, because Colin Park
Okay.
produced Yin Yang Twins. He produced,
Oh,
yeah, all them, Little John and East Side Boys. Colin Park did the production for them. So me and Colin Park, we was cool from back in the day. Because when I was okay, when I moved to Atlanta in 2000, I became Tupac Shakur's official DJ and sound man at
what?
the Tupac Shakur Cinema
Now
Performance.
wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. You ain't finna just run that. Run that. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Rewind. What did
Yeah,
you just say?
see that I got one of his apparels on right now, Tupac. Uh,
What?
yeah, but I worked with them for 7.5 years.
Oh
With
wow.
with the great Afeni Shakur. See, how I got linked was I did some functions with the congresswoman here in Atlanta,
Okay.
Cynthia McKinney. You heard Cynthia McKinney? She ran for president.
Oh, okay.
Cynthia McKinney.
The name sounds familiar though.
Yeah, and she hired me to do her hip hop summit that was there at the Tupac Center.
Okay.
Miss Afeni Shakur walked up to me, and she said, "What are you doing now?" And I said, I'm just, I just got hired today." She said, "You come here to the Tupac Center," and she said, "You're gonna be my official DJ and sound man." And I said, "Okay." And I said, "All
Oh,
right." And that's how that started. And then from there on, everybody that was in music came to the, and that's how I collab with a lot of people before then.
yes.
And they,
Oh my
yeah,
God. That
yeah,
is absolutely wonderful. Oh my goodness. I didn't know.
oh
I
yeah,
didn't know. But
yeah,
that's what this show is. Oh, he just kept it 100, baby. You
yeah,
can't get it. You can't get it no better than that. Legendary DJ Uncle Verge in the
yeah,
building, Queen
yeah,
Kim Real Talk.
yeah,
And now now you transitioning to, you just was transitioning to everything. What
yeah,
made
yeah.
you decide about the award show,
Oh,
doing your own?
okay. Let me finish the story about Mike Clark.
Oh
Mike Clark.
yeah, yeah, finish that.
Yeah, Mike Clark. We gave him the opportunity to present his
Yes.
Auntie Outside Tonight. He got up there. He did Mike Clark. Everybody was chanting Auntie Outside Tonight afterwards, and they kind of liked him then. And from then on to the moon. He to the moon now.
And
He,
because you did that, you gave a platform.
Yes, yes. We gave a platform, and because you performing in front of any and everybody in Southern Soul. That night he got a chance to meet Trucker. He got a chance to meet a bunch
Yes.
of people. Yeah, a whole lot. Tony Terry was there that night. The
Yes.
legendary Tony Terry. He was there.
Okay.
The Force MDs was there that night. Um,
That
it,
was
it-
the night. I think that's the night that's the year I went.
yeah,
2023.
2023.
2023. I went.
2023. Yeah,
Yes, yeah. Oh, that auntie. Let me play a little bit. I'm
yeah,
just play a little snippet. That was awesome, Uncle
yeah.
Verge. That is Auntie outside tonight with
Yeah.
Uncle Verge. Auntie. Hey.
I can still see him on stage right.
Outside tonight. Auntie outside tonight. the outside tonight. Oh man.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is,
I know he appreciate that. And
yeah,
that's
he,
what it's all about. Using your position to help people. Because I know that's what I do. I work with a young artist, Miss Pressure. No, no, me and Miss Pressure got to come down there.
oh yeah, yeah, you
Me
have
and Miss Pressure got to come. Yeah, we're gonna.
to. I heard of her name before. Yeah, Miss.
Oh me, oh yeah, they call her Pressure. They call
Yeah,
me Pressure. But anywho, she's a new artist that I work with and help. But I just think that's awesome that you took your time to, yeah, use your platform. That's what we should be doing,
yeah,
helping.
and like I said, the reason why, because we always around here in Atlanta, my committee, we always got our eyes on everybody. So I mean, and because he worked so hard, that opportunity was presented to him. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
And so now he's, I'm just saying we gave him that platform in front of the Southern Soul community, and he did what he's supposed to do. He made the connections while he was in the building, and now look at him.
man,
You know,
I love it.
so
I
it's more
love it.
than just coming and seeing, these great honors and great nominees getting nominated and winning. It's just you get okay. You about to go into the award show, so I'm gonna save
Oh,
all.
oh yeah, the award show. Yeah. What America? Come on now, talk about that award show. It's coming up, baby. Talk about the dates. These oh man, look, you got all kind. Wait a minute, what that dates? Wait a minute, you got the December 5th through the 7th, Atrium Performing Art Center.
Yeah,
That's in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
mhm.
Tickets for the special. You got like a
Yeah. You
special,
get an all access
yeah,
for all
sale.
4 events for $125.
Come on now.
And
Y'all
that
better catch it.
that's the welcome party, the award show, the celebration party, and the brunch.
Oh,
And then that Sunday evening we have a closeout party. And the closeout party is not on the Eventbrite. The closeout party is for anybody that come and want to celebrate, close out the thing, because you have a whole bunch of people that's still in town that don't leave until Monday. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is we provide a space, because a lot of people say, well, what we going to do tonight on Sunday? Well, we provide a Southern Soul atmosphere to close it out. Like, everybody just come and, hey, we shut the Sunday night down every year. They'll, like, the closeout party this year is one of the favorites in Southern Soul that did it last year, Jeter Jones. He will
oh,
be at a closeout party this year too to do what he do.
all right.
I got some superstars, got some surprises that gonna be at the closeout party. And the closeout party is only $20.
Oh,
And you come in there and you eat, drink, be entertained by the great King of Trail Ride, and everybody just in there. We got some great people on that lineup on the closeout party. Now getting
oh,
back to the
great.
award show, the welcome party. Now those that never been to the award show, I'm gonna give you a vision of how they go.
Okay.
People most of the time they leave on that Thursday and they get in town on that Friday. Same way as the closeout party is the same way as the welcome party, because everybody looking for what's going on in Southern Soul. So we welcome everybody to the location that we have in the award show, and we have live entertainment. You get to walk around, watch the facility, you can even get a glimpse of the main award facility on the other side. So you welcoming yourself, seeing people coming in, meeting people that just on social media that, y'all. And then at the same time, we have media inside doing interviews with the artists coming in, different types, and radio personalities is in there giving interviews and stuff like that. So that's what happens at the welcome party. Then about 12 o'clock, we let everybody go home and get rested, because Saturday is full. It's a full day. Okay, Saturday at 3 o'clock is the red carpet. The red carpet starts from 3 to 6. That means all media. You get to walk the red carpet, get all the interviews. You come into the building. Now, if you want to eat early, you can go ahead and get you something to eat so you won't have to wait in line because there'll be so many people in the building that you try to eat while those people you order your food. It might be an hour later before you get your food. So that's why we open the doors from 3 to 6 just in case you want to come and eat, get your drink on and get
Right.
ready for the show.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's 3 to 6. All the stars be walking. They be dressed to impress because it's formal. There ain't no sneakers involved in it. There ain't no ball caps. There ain't no sweatsuits. Your swag got to be swagged out because we give away a drip award for the male and the female.
Come on now.
You
And
know,
let me say this part. Y'all, now this ain't Uncle Verge. I'm saying now look, ladies, y'all been half dressed all year long now. December come, you can look your best with some little clothes on and show your style.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they be dripping down. They be dripping down that aisle, and you ought to see it because the line be all the way to the parking lot. They come up the side and the red carpet. They come down the red carpet. They stop. They be taking pictures and stuff like just like at the BET Awards. They
Yes,
stop, take
yes.
pictures. The fans be on the other side watching every stop come up. We got plenty of parking. You ain't got to worry about no parking now. And so that goes down. And then at 6 o'clock, the actual award show start. Now you have to be in the building. It's no excuses by 6 o'clock because it's televised live on TV. So
Oh,
if you're not in the building at 6 o'clock for the award show, you would not get in because we don't have movement around there. So we keep the line flowing. We keep the interviews.
do they know that? You
Huh?
know, you know us. We like to be late.
But see, to
They
be
know.
late, they get the word because a lot of people made it past 6 o'clock and they was outside. they, the aunties was outside and the people was outside. And so
Auntie was really outside.
they were really outside. And our security is top notch, and they by the book. They will not let you in at 6
Oh,
because of television
it
purposes.
is what it is.
And
It's
even
business.
even when we got an intermission going, we don't let nobody in from the outside because if you won't in there at 6 o'clock, you ain't gonna get in there. Period.
Oh,
You know, and because if the floor show goes on, the floor show goes on. That when the lights go out and that first act come out, be gone from there because we want to be out of the award part at 9 so you can cross over to the other side for the
yes.
celebration party. You cross right over the hallway to the other side, and that's a celebration party. And so that's how
Okay.
that goes. This
Yeah.
year, we might give a little bit of exception to the work because we got a bunch of people coming this year. We got buses coming. We got line dance groups coming. Because
They coming
they coming deep.
deep.
So
Man, look, they be coming and they be coming.
so on the main side, if you get in there in time on the main side, you're good. If you don't get in there on the main side, where the seats are full, you'll be seated on the other side, but you will watch the award show on the jumbotron.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? You'll watch. You won't be in there getting the experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I emphasize. Anybody can
Be
tell
on
you, you need to
time.
get there early.
Yeah, I better be on time. I
You
know.
need to get there early. People are already gonna start buying booths for VIP booths. Booths of
Yeah.
20, booths of 15. They come with bottle servers and everything. And they already start purchasing them. So yeah. So that's why we emphasize that. And then once the show gets started, we out of there at 9. We hit you with a good old live performance by one of the top artists, whoever we put up there to get
Whoever
y'all
they put up
party.
exactly.
Then when you cross on the other side, the DJ is right ready to you get y'all in the groove of things, you know. And then once y'all go on the other side, it's more like celebrating with the people that won the awards, getting pictures with the people that won
Right.
the awards. And, our media still be on the other side. Our photographers still be on the side. And then we stay in there till about 1 o'clock. And then once after 1 o'clock, everybody go back to the hotels. which the hotels right now, as I speak, the ones that's around the atrium are sold out for that weekend. Now,
Wow.
there you got a couple of them that's still like maybe 5 miles out from the atrium. They still have some availability, and I will post that on my social media. I'll post that on the Southern
Okay.
Soul Life Awards Facebook page. So if y'all need links to the hotels, and you can get them at the AMG
Yes.
site, I'll put them links up there. But
Okay.
that's about 5 miles out of the atrium, and then after the 5 miles, the closest thing to that weekend would probably be maybe 10 miles to 15 miles from that. Because
Okay. Not
Atlanta's
too
a
bad.
big
I
city.
mean,
Yeah, Atlanta's a big city.
right, right. Now this is the AMG and Southern Soul Life Award.
So life,
And I want you to emphasize, explain why it's called the Life Award.
Southern Soul. Okay, the AMG stand for Awards Management Group. Awards Management Group. And the reason why we came up with that, because we wanted to make sure that we get it right for everybody across the board in the United States. We just don't just center it around Atlanta. We center it around everybody nationally. So if you stay in California, you doing Southern Soul, your criteria falls into that lane of the AMG Awards, because
Okay.
it's the AMG, it's the Awards Management Group. Then Southern Soul, of course, that says stands out for itself. But when it comes down to that life simply say any and everybody that's doing things in Southern Soul as a life, whether you're a producer, whether you're a manager, whether you're a writer, whether
Wow.
you're a performer, whether you're a dancer, whether you cook Southern Soul cookies and pies, so it's a Southern Soul life. It's a Southern
Yeah.
Soul life.
Because you got the line dancers. You got
Mhm.
little Miss Shirley. Ah,
Little Miss,
she's so
yeah,
cute. Uh,
very, very well deserved, because they were very instrumental on also helping put Southern Soul in the eyes of America. You
they
know,
were.
they went viral to everything they're doing. Everybody that was selected up there, viral, mimicking what they do in a dance and everything. People are mimicking what them individuals are doing. So that very influential into our culture. So that's part of our culture. That's a part of Southern Soul life.
Yes. They because they like the dances. So when they hear the dances, of course when they see the dance, they're gonna hear the song. And they
Right.
think what that song is, Southern Soul. That's the
Hmm.
trail ride, well, pretty much uh
Oh,
Southern Soul.
I clearly got the definition for somebody, because again, I want to
Okay.
try to get it right.
Well,
There,
let me get
there.
there. Tell
Okay,
me.
okay. A trail ride is when you go to a trail ride and they have horses, they have RVs, they have mud and everything like that out there.
Yeah.
They have entertainers, but it's mostly about trail riding. The horses, uh,
Yes.
and they get out there and just they put campers out there sometimes, sleep all night. They just have fun at the trail ride. A field party, that's
Oh,
something different. The field party is when they just get a big field, they throw the DJ out there, and if they have some entertainment, they go out there. But that field is strictly for people come and hang out and dance. They dance, they line dance. They don't have no horses or nothing like that around. They get out there and party. So a field party is one thing,
field party.
and trail ride, all the real trail riders know that's involving horses, that's involving RVs and stuff. They might have some RVs at the field party. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, right.
it's mainly for the party. That's why they call it a field party. A field party.
Because I know down here, I'm in Louisiana.
Hmm.
Um, at a certain time, they have the trail riding during the day,
Hmm.
and then at night, that's when everybody have the dance. The
Hmm. But
Zydeco. Well,
yeah,
the Zydeco. I
but
think
it's
they do.
still, yeah, that's still considered a trail ride though. That whole
Right,
entire day, they ride from somewhere in the city through the town, all the way
right.
through there, and then they bring all the horses to where they're located. And then after that, once they finish their trail ride, then they get up and party.
Trail party.
And
Right.
field party, they don't have none of that. They come
None of
out
that.
and they get out there as soon as the DJ hit the songs, they out there throwing that.
till the rain come. Then they go
They
and
to the
they
rain,
go.
and sometimes they don't even stop to the rain. They step right through the rain.
So we're gonna get into some of these because what these awards are, they were not voted on.
Right. We don't have
These-
a voting system. Because we want everybody to be treated fair and equal across the board. When you get to the voting system, somebody we do it like this, and I always break it down so they can understand. When we do the voting system, take for instance, you might have 2,000 friends. They gonna go out there and vote for you because you in it. But
yeah.
your show might not be as good as this person. You might come on
Right.
every once in a while. This person's got to come on every day. But
Right.
then with that voting thing, they voted for you because they know you.
Because
They rock with you, and that's not fair to the person that's been consistent every time.
right, right.
So we
And
don't have.
that has happened.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah, and you get that talk afterwards about who shoulda, coulda, woulda, and all that kind of stuff. With the AMGs, we don't have that.
Don't
We
have
we go through our list of your concert performances, your streams, your music,
exactly.
where it hits on the chart, how many people requesting that song, how many shows that you do as a podcast, how many, this and that, how many DJs. Are you DJing in the house? Are you out there at the concerts? Are you doing, we rank according to, and they know, like for example, the DJ category.
Okay.
But what's at the beginning of my name? DJ Bird.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So they know that I'm gonna do it right with
They
that.
know.
You know,
Yes.
you gotta know that I'm gonna do it right in that category because I know what you're doing as a DJ.
Exactly.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah, I know if you're moving the crowd. I know if you're getting booked all the time. I know if you're a fan favorite. I know if breaking records. I know that lane. You get what I'm saying? So, and then I know the other lane too. You see what I'm saying? But who's singing? So
Right. Cause see, that's me. I'm finna I know I get some inboxes, but I gotta go check that Facebook page and I'll be digging on
yeah,
Converge. I'll be digging. Wait,
yeah, because you
what you
said something.
doing?
You said something to me tonight. I said, "Oh, how she know
What
that?"
what I say?
I
Yeah,
said,
yeah. I'll
"What?"
be digging.
And that was very impressive because I said she really did her homework. So I
Oh
like.
yeah. Oh yeah. Queen do her work. Oh yeah, you
Hmm.
ain't coming up on here. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get
Yeah, yeah. So I,
yeah,
I
but it's
like I
all
like
good.
that was very, 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 very good.
All right now, yeah. And of course you got, oh yeah, let me throw out, okay, we got some names. I just want to throw out a few. Um uh her mom used to be I can't Catherine Jefferson,
Oh man.
but you're
Oh, oh. That when you say her name,
yeah,
or one of the most curious. I'm gonna tell you right,
yeah,
talents in Southern Soul before they called it Southern Soul.
yeah, okay.
Miss Catherine Jefferson, man, talent unbelievable. Me and her worked several times at the
Oh
Riverdale Town
wow.
there in Atlanta. We used to get her to come all the time, and she used to put on a show that was
Oh
unbelievable.
wow.
And yeah. So
Yeah, I just see some footage, of her and stuff. Perform, but you definitely can tell should have been way up there if she
she was on,
wasn't.
yeah, she was on her way. She
She's
had it
on
all.
her way.
I mean, she could command a crowd. She could.
Oh
I
yes,
mean, she had the look. She had everything. And
yes.
I, as Southern Soul started to grow, little did I know that we were gonna lose that queen. I didn't know.
Ain't that something?
Hmm.
Yes, but that's when I started coming in. Heard a little bit, but it was like a quick. When I came in, I think she was gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
her daughter, I think you honoring her, is you?
Tonya.
Oh,
Tom,
she's just been invited.
huh?
Yeah, her daughter.
Yeah, I got her performing at the closeout party.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The
She's,
closeout party. Yes.
she's closing out.
I just met her on the social media through. I didn't even talk to her. No, I met her through a performance she did somewhere that I didn't know what her name was. I was like, wait a minute. And then
What?
because I saw her last name said Jefferson, right?
Uh-oh.
And the tone, I was like, sound like somebody I know.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
like I could hear it. God was telling me, you heard this voice before. You heard this voice. And then when she said that was my mother,
Oh,
I was,
wow.
it blew me away. I
What
was
you
like,
say? You knew it.
and from, and how me and her mother interacted with each other at Riverdale and stuff like that, we was like, because I used to introduce her on stage, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, first of all, say less. I told her to say less. I'm gonna introduce you to the world
That
at the
was so
AMC
nice.
closeout party, and that's
Oh,
and
man.
that's I y'all be ready because she got that it factor like her
Yeah,
mother.
she
Y'all,
do.
she got that it.
Uh-huh. She do. I like her songs. Who we got? DJ Drake Coop. If I'm saying the name right.
Drake Cope.
Okay, he's been nominated.
Yes,
Going
he ain't been nominated. He's been honored.
honored.
Yeah,
Okay, honored.
yeah, we
Yeah,
have
correct
honored
me.
because in the AMG awards, we honor the people that's here in the Atlanta area, Georgia area. We honor them. We don't put them in like unless their stuff is really really good to be nominated in the nationals. But we honor them because a lot of people don't that come to Georgia don't know who's in Southern Soul
Okay.
like that. So we say, hey, if y'all come here, this guy's working real hard in Southern Soul. We honoring him so y'all can know who's the movers and shakers in Southern Soul. This woman here, she sings all the time, all around in Atlanta, but y'all ain't gave her a chance in Louisiana,
Ah,
Mississippi.
wow.
So,
Yes.
hey, we're gonna honor this person because y'all need to know this person exists here in Atlanta. So
Yeah.
that so we have two different sessions. We have a national and then we have the Georgia. We call it the Georgia honoree.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm loving this. All I know is I had a fabulous time
Yeah,
when I went, and it only gets better and
yeah.
better. And what year is this?
This is going into year 4. Year 4.
For
Yeah.
for year. Well, Uncle Verge, I'm just glad you stopped by. Is there anything else? No, you wait a minute. You being honored. Tell me about that. Talk about that.
Well, the great state of Texas, Houston, Texas, is having their first annual DJ honors, and they honoring me in Houston, Texas, September 13th. September 13th in Houston, Texas. So I'm excited about that. Thank you for everybody that support whatever I'm doing here in music, not only Southern Soul, but R&B and hip hop. Just thank you for letting me be a life to you in this music game. And I'm excited about it. Um, uh, it's gonna look nice with the rest of the awards up there that I have accumulated over the years, um, and I'm very very humble about it.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Yes, thank
I can't let you go. I got a legendary family down here, the Neils.
you.
Uh,
Okay,
one of the,
okay,
one of the Neils, Larry Neils.
Larry.
Uh, yeah, that's one of them Neils, the blues. That's the blues
Okay,
family.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but I thank everybody for tuning in, hearing the journey of legendary DJ Uncle Verge, his journey. Oh yes, and he does everything. You still a DJ. You can do weddings. You do everything, huh?
yeah. Yeah, like now since Southern Soul had got me all everywhere now, I still do weddings if I can, but all my hip hop and R&B always call me back to do what I do. for them, launch parties, and when I say launch parties, like listening parties and stuff like that for all the stars. Um, and a lot of times people don't see me as much because I'm doing stuff for them. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's on the R&B and hip hop side. And then like I said, Southern Soul get me too. So and then it just I'm available if y'all you want to have or experience me once in your lifetime. Y'all can book me. My number is 678 852 8258. You want me to come to your city and y'all experience me? I do TikTok. I go Facebook Live, and you know, Facebook sent me a report last week. Uh,
Okay.
my last month viewing rate was at 1.7 million.
Oh,
Yes, 1.7 million, and they said it was 15% down from the last month.
that Facebook something. I,
Yeah, and like I said, I try to make sure that I make myself available to all the outlets for the TikTok, Facebook. I give them something every once in a while, and then go out here in the street and do my concerts, do my parties. I do something for the seniors here in Atlanta.
oh
To
wow.
I'm their official DJ for all the senior facilities around here in the capital.
Oh,
Yes, there's about maybe 20 of them. And anytime they have a function or something like that, they call me to come and hook them up. You
oh, that is awesome.
just making sure that because we gonna get there one day. And
Yes, we're
not just
gonna get there
make
one
sure I
day.
give them. I call that um my my
Paying back, giving
yeah,
back.
my
Yeah,
charitable paying back, giving it back, and for them, I don't charge them the prices I do anybody else outside
yeah,
because they just want to enjoy themselves, and they just want to just have a good time, and they get out there and do like 4 or 5 line dances. They don't take them about one or two or three, and they sit down. So
yeah, yeah.
and everything
Oh, that,
they patting their feet the rest of the time you playing music, but as long as you just playing something, they
exactly.
all that
Oh, I got Miss Pressure in the building. Yeah,
pressure.
there she go, Miss Pressure. Miss Pressure is on a flyer. I saw that flyer on your page. Are you doing anything for Veronica, Miss Veronica, Miss Vanessa?
Vanessa, yeah.
You?
Yeah. Coming up in October, I'm gonna be in Montego Bay with her.
Oh,
Um,
you doing the one this year?
this year, I was on the one last year. I'm on the one this year. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, so it's me, Cicely Wilborn, Sheba Potts Wright, um,
LJ Eccles on
Kel
that.
Eccles, and a bunch of more people. Jake Carter. Jake Carter. I was fortunate to present him to the public when he came to Tito's. I did a club here in Atlanta called Tito's Lounge in Douglasville, and
Okay.
that's when introduced the world to him. I'm talking about far as in Southern Soul. He was already doing trail rides, but when he came over there and I put him on display, it,
Oh.
now he's touring with J1.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. He he's not the back. No.
no, the white guy, that's Jay Carter.
Oh yeah, I like him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
He,
like
he
him.
said I want to go home, and so like I said, when I put him on that display from there on, he done
Took
made the
off.
blues all rights to him.
Yes, indeed. He good.
Yeah, he really good. He
Yeah,
really
he real good. Uh-huh. So you're not doing the one for Veronica Vanessa next next year?
yes, I'll
That
be there. I will
all
be there.
right.
Yeah.
Miss Pressure, Miss Pressure, Uncle Verge will be there. All right then. Because that's the one with TK Soul.
PK Soul, yes.
All right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Verge. I might have to get on that cruise, Uncle Verge DJing. I
Uh,
might have to, not cruise. It's not a cruise. I'm
no,
sorry.
it's a
It's
it's a,
not a cruise.
private trip to a private villa, and
Yes.
and we just go over there and do our thing.
It'd be nice. Uncle Verge, it'd be nice.
It's first class. Everything.
I can
Everything.
tell.
And I'm not just saying that. It's you got the it's first class everything. Everything.
Mhm.
Going to the time we leave is first class everything.
Oh, that's oh,
The
I like.
resort
I'm a
is
first. I'm a first class kind of lady. I might have to get on that.
the resort itself is beautiful. I mean, beautiful. It's all laid out to where you can move and get around to everything.
All right. Well, Miss Precious headline. I don't know if any other ladies. That's next year. I
Hmm.
don't know if any other ladies is on that one, but
She's still adding on.
she's on the flyer. That's
Yeah,
next year.
she's still adding on. So like I said, she haven't completed her roster yet, but
Yeah.
she's still adding on.
All right. Well, Uncle Verge, is there anything else you want to leave us with? You had so much. You gave us so much knowledge and just. I mean, you have been a blessing in this music life in general, and we just want to thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And what I want to leave everybody with tonight is Southern Soul is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
And we've been here, but now we here for real.
Yes.
Thanks to the song "Boots on the Ground."
Right.
803 Fresh. Thanks to King George for opening their
Yeah.
eyes. We are here. Thanks for Tucker to carry that torch from years back. Thanks to DJ Trucker, that was in his living room playing. Thanks to everybody that joined in from, and I say that because everybody contributed
Yes.
to the movement. Everybody in some capacity. We thank you for sticking together. And now it's like rap. I've been there when rap came. Rap
Yes.
now celebrated last year 50 years of existence. Rap, 50 years of it.
Wow.
This year, like I said again, we are coming together as a unit. Always remember, all eyes are on us right now.
That's what
All
I say too.
all the major labels, all the major TV networks, they are on us right now, looking at everything and anything that we do. So
Yeah.
what I leave to you is let's represent our culture in the best way we can. That's all.
Hmm. And y'all keep them boots on the ground, baby. What we
Yeah.
got? That 803. He did it. He did
Hey,
it for us.
and Queen, let me tell you
Yeah.
something before
Go
you
ahead.
cut it loose. And I want to say this to all the artists that's listening on the chat room and everything like that. I put out a post on my Facebook. I said, can y'all imagine how many times Michael Jackson had to sing Billie Jean? Can y'all imagine that? Can you imagine how many times he sang that? So 803 Fresh, don't ever get tired of your masterpiece. Don't ever
Don't
get tired of
ever. Exactly. Never. That's what did it. And it's gonna be here to stay.
it.
It's
It's
here
gonna
to
be here to
stay.
stay.
Like I heard you say one time, the electric slide. It's just this is history.
This history. Right now, today, I got the original copy of the electric slide. Not the way
Oh,
y'all
you.
hear it, but the original copy. They
Oh
made
wow.
one original copy and then they remixed the electric slide. The one y'all hearing is the remix. The
Okay.
original copy is sort of the same beat, but it's not like that. They jazzed it
I
up a
wonder
little.
if it's on YouTube. Is it on?
The original copy of the electric slide is on YouTube.
I'm gonna
Put the
check it out.
original electric slide. You won't hear none of that remix that they did. Ding, 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 ding. It's a different way. But look at it right now. We in the year of 2025. That
Uh
song
huh.
way back then. It's almost in everywhere you go, you can put that song on and people will get up right now.
We getting up, baby. We getting up to
Right
party
now.
and have a good time. And what they say, hey, Mr. DJ, play my
That's right.
play
And
my song.
that's the magnitude of boots on the ground. That's the magnitude of the Cupid shuffle. That's the magnitude of the biker shuffle. That's the magnitude of all them. Now look at it. Keep on
Yeah.
stepping, country girl. All
Yeah.
of them is coming in that lane. This my type of carrying on. All
Oh,
that,
I love it. I
all
love
of it.
it.
They making history records. History records.
They are. Now, social media trying to make us be com, conf, not messy, but the social, that's not us doing that. That's the people on the outside
Right. Right. You got a
causing that
lot.
confusion.
Yeah, yeah. You got a lot of people with fake pages and stuff like that
Yes,
trying to
yes,
disrupt the movement of Southern Soul.
exactly, of
They trying to
Southern
disrupt
Soul.
a lot of fake pages, a lot of this and that. But like I said again, protect your brand. That's what I'm saying. Protect your brand. Protect your brand, Queen. You know,
Yes,
there's a lot of people that can mimic your show. There's a lot of people that can take your likeness and use
yes.
in other places because this is how AI is.
Mhm.
You know,
Right,
and so
right.
just protect your brand. Make sure that you are protected,
Yes,
and make sure that you let the public know who you are and what you are doing. And
Queen Kim.
and because I've had somebody try to make a fake page of me.
Oh
And
yeah,
I had it taken down. I had to take it down, and I made sure that next time it wouldn't happen again.
it wouldn't have. Okay,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So, and they know, because my character stands for itself. You know what I'm saying? If they see anything out there said all crazy about DJ Uncle Verge, the first thing people will say, "Nah, ain't him." I know he don't say nothing like that
Right.
because I'm all about making sure that we understand that unity is more important now than anything.
All right. Yes, positivity, and they watching.
They're watching for real, and I'm one of them people from the other side. I've been in them rooms with R&B and hip hop and the labels and stuff, and I
Yes,
know when they watch. I know I warned them people 4 years ago. I said, y'all make sure that y'all are together because they done started watching us now. I
yes.
told them that, but people it flew over people's head. Now that
Uh-huh.
moment here, if you don't have your copyrights and you don't have your BMI, your ASCAP, you don't have your
Yes,
patents and all this kind of stuff, everything, your trademarks, I mean, even trademark your name. That's
and your name
important. And trademark
exactly.
your name. That's business.
Hmm.
That's not pleasure. Your name is business now.
Right.
So
It is.
trademark your name. That's trademark. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can use it with me.
Y'all better listen, Uncle Verge. That's your uncle. He gonna tell you what to. He gonna tell you
Nobody
right.
can use that but me. It's all in the history books.
Oh, all right now. Hey, I got to listen to Uncle Verge. Hey, I
Yeah,
got to get the Queen Kim, because I do see a couple of Queen Kims,
yeah, yeah,
but
you trademark that, they got to cut that off.
yeah,
See, people don't be thinking about that. Yeah, but that's just the business. Like, hey, my name is. This is my name, but this is my
that's
entertainment
yours.
name. This is my
Oh,
entertainment. I have my government name, but this is my entertainment name. Nobody
all
can.
right, right. Now, what is that back there? Is that a T-shirt? Legendary DJ.
Oh yeah, this some of my apparel. Like this is a towel that they made DJ Uncle
Oh,
Verse,
it's a
and
towel.
it's embroidered. So
Ooh,
that
and that's nice.
yeah, and I have t-shirts and stuff like that that's embroidered because I know I said if people buy my apparel, I didn't want the logo to fade out or whatever. It's there.
Right.
It's there as long as they keep it. It's up there embroidered. And a young lady, um, the CEO of So Diva Creations, she developed that for me. She's out of New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
And so she make all my apparel, she embroiders it and everything.
Oh, yeah, that look nice.
Yeah,
That look expensive.
yeah.
That look
So
expensive.
that's a tower right there. Wait a minute.
Uncle Bird, don't let me hear you. You paying you asking for 6,000.
Oh no,
The DJ.
no. That's an interesting conversation that everybody be talking about. And see
Okay, what we got? The legendary DJ.
see that
Oh yeah, I
embroidered,
can.
and stuff like that. So
Yes,
yeah, and I have them in all colors. But yeah, that's why
that's
but
expensive.
that right there. when you said that, that right there is the only thing I have to say on that is everybody know their worth.
Everybody, yes,
So everybody knows their worth. So if they feel like that their worth is that, I mean, they feel like that's their worth. And you got. It's just like when people when the Jordan shoes came out, we
yeah,
all thought
yeah.
they were iron. So a lot of people said I ain't buying it, but you got some people that will buy them,
They still buying them.
and now they saying okay, because they buy it because they saying okay, I can buy it, you can't. So the ones that say I can't say I
Ah,
can buy that. So they're gonna you get what
that's
I'm
what they're
saying?
doing.
They gonna
Yeah.
try. They might spend their whole paycheck trying to get a pair of Jordans. That might set them back. They might set them back, but they want to show that they can do that. Those
Yes,
that can do that, so that's how the mindset of everybody is. So
yes,
if people want that,
yeah,
more power to them. There's some people say I can't do that. But if the investment is worth that, and that person brings XYZ to the
that,
to the show,
they got to bring egg. Now that's the part. They got to be bringing some people through the door.
I mean, and that's self-explanatory. If you already seen that this person done brought thousands of people just to see that person perform, why you why are you complaining about her or his price?
Yes,
If
exactly.
they
So
putting
we,
if they putting butts in the seat, you know, a lot of these artists know their worth, and a lot of people don't know their worth because you
yeah,
have some people that's charging that don't get half of the people that they say they, you know,
yes, uh huh,
and they got to put it in their mind when these promoters come up with a recipe for their show. Them are the questions they are asked. How many people gonna bring? You
how
know,
many people?
and then they say, well, my music is played all over radio. If I put your name on this on this commercial, if I put this name on this commercial, you think people will come and say, hey, I want to see you? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that run through a
Yeah,
promoter's mind.
make
Saying
it make sense. Make
make it make sense. There you go. There you go,
exactly.
Queen. Yeah,
Because if
that's
it
real.
ain't really making sense, like money
Yeah,
sense,
yeah.
it ain't making.
Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to promoter, and I'm breaking this down for all the artists that's still up here, when it comes down to promoter, he already done paid for the building. He already done bought the
Mhm.
commercials. He done paid for the tickets he's selling. He done paid for the workers that's working the door. He done paid for the
Yes,
security. He paid for the sound. He done paid for the DJ. And all in his mind is he don't care how good your sound is or song is. I need to at least get some of my money back because I put you on the show. I
yeah,
need to get some. If I don't make none of the money that I put into it, then when it comes down to the next show, I'm not gonna get you because you done burned me the time before. That's how they think, you know.
yes, exactly.
Regardless of how big your name is, you got to make sure. You got to make sure, you know, that you can do what's asked of you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
uh-huh.
You
And
know.
it's just like you, Uncle. Who the DJ? Who playing? Who
Yeah,
DJ? What DJ you got?
yeah,
Uncle Verge. Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
coming.
yeah, I'm coming. And I get that all the time because I can show you several clips. If I had like a screen here, I can show you several clips where, and this is no point intended, but I was hired by myself, and I had 300 to 500 people in there just
Yeah,
by
wow.
myself. So
Yeah.
and that's in a club or something like that. So because they know the name, they know what kind of energy I'm gonna bring. They know that what I'm gonna do. So especially around here in Atlanta. So I can show you several videos and stuff like that where I have the receipts for that, and I'm just up there on the
Hey,
stage by myself. But I didn't need an artist. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
right. I like receipt. We do receipts over here.
We do receipts.
The Queen Kill Realty. Yeah, you can't tell me anything. I gotta have some receipts.
Yeah, and back in the day, you from back in the day, like you said, you from the '70s. You said, don't say nothing that you cannot back up.
You can't
That
back
was
it up.
yeah, yeah. We got whoopings for that. You say
Yeah,
when you say something, say you can back it up to, or you got a receipt for it. Because people do
exactly.
not trust you if you say this and you ain't got the proof to it. You know what I mean? So anything that I say up here or anywhere, I got the proof.
Hey, that's why he called DJ legendary DJ Uncle Verge.
Yeah.
Man, thank you for coming
Thank you.
to the Queen Care. This was long, long, long overdue.
That yeah, because I see you work. You've been getting interviews on top of interviews and on top of interviews, and
And
so
sometimes, and Uncle Vern, I'm a working woman. I got other
yeah,
job. Oh, sometimes Queen be tired.
yeah. But I also understand patience is a virtue. So I said one day she'll get around.
Oh
You know,
yeah, oh
get around.
yeah. So time it was here. Man, I was so glad. You have really, really I don't know. I just loved it. I love doing interviews. I love history. And
Mhm.
you had a great journey. And I
Yeah,
wish you uh much more success on all of your journeys, your awards, your award show, and just your career.
yeah,
You're a blessing to all of us.
yeah. That development of the war show is just the starter kick to 20 years from now. I want it to keep going and it be on it's going I
Yes,
think it's going to be on a bigger plateau.
right.
The people I don't had meetings with the people, you
Yeah,
know, and that's what I'm telling people. I said I don't have meetings behind closed doors with the people that want to take it to the next level. And
next level.
okay, I said okay, and so it's been very, 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 very interesting. And I can say this because I had all of us to sign an NDA, a non disclosure agreement. But
Okay.
I can say this outside. You remember BET? You remember Bob Johnson when he was on the BET?
Yes.
Bob Johnson, the black guy, and
Yes.
he sold it to Vicron.
Right.
Vicron is the part of Disney and all that. You know,
Okay.
they part of this long. You know,
We keeping it 100 over
yeah,
here.
keep it 100. And they told them we will sell it to you because back then when he sold it, $2 million. I think it was $2 million back then. To $20 million. That's what it was.
Oh,
When he sold it, that was a lot of money back then. 20 million now is chump change to a billion that people are making now. But make a long story short, he said, I will sell it to you as long as you don't take the integrity out of BET. I
yeah.
still want the Teen Summit. I still want the 106 and Park. I still want the Rap City. I still want, this and that. And when he sold it to them, they did the opposite. They took all the
Did
integrity
ops.
and
Everything.
they put what they wanted up there. They took the videos off. They took
Oh,
the 102, 106 and Park off. And all you see now on BT is a bunch of reruns and what they gave Tyler Perry the authority to do with
oh,
his stuff. You get what I'm saying? And then they'll have the BET Awards. They have the BET Hip Hop Awards, and they might do have the um, Gospel Award, Bible
yeah.
or
Right.
something.
Right.
What it was. So I say that to say this. That's what I'm trying to make sure behind these closed doors. I say, what? Look, y'all got us one time. We ain't gonna give you God again.
What
As
you
long
say?
as you don't take the integrity out of AMG Southern Soul Life Awards,
Yes.
we can talk. But if you come here trying to take
We can't
what's
talk.
already made and what everybody's already comfortable with, regardless if you put it on a big plateau or not, then we're gonna have to talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't about that. 'Cause I sacrifice that for the integrity of
Right. Right.
making Southern Soul comfortable to
Right.
what y'all coming to. Like I like to hear you say, "Man, I went there and I had a great time." Like I want that to be said. I don't want you to come to the award show and now you might be seeing a bunch of stars that you want these seats sit in there, but you be like, "Oh, come, I know you ain't Southern Soul," you
Yeah.
know. Alicia Keys, I know you ain't Southern Soul. You know, but she's just
Because they
building.
coming, they inching over.
They yeah, you know, you sit beside Glass Knight. You know, people that they want to insert in to take the integrity out of what we already got going on.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So I'm
Mhm.
trying to make sure that they keep it authentic as
Right.
it can be, you know. And I'm
Yes.
saying for real. I'm saying that for real.
Yeah.
They are really in high note negotiation with me, and I'm making sure that they understand we were good without you.
That's how it be. Wait a minute, hold up now. We
Yeah,
good without you.
we were
We
good without you. You got to make sure because your brand, like I told you, your brand is your brand.
exactly. Queen Kim. Oh yeah, we keeping it 100.
Keep it
I'm
one.
loving it. I'm loving it. Well, I hope because what I wanted to say, it was Thursday night. I think you was way at the beginning of the week doing something. I said, what is Uncle Verge doing? Oh, what was that?
Atlanta,
Something was
Atlanta,
going.
Atlanta is 7-7. Atlanta is they partying right now while we up here. It's 7.
What?
Atlanta is 7 days to 7 days. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So if
Nikita.
they call me on a Monday, they call me on a Tuesday, they call me on Saturday, Sunday morning, Sunday evening. It's 7 to 7. So that
Don't
you
never
might
stop.
be doing yeah, you might see me, and I'm live here, or I'm, like last night I was in Douglasville at the Douglasville Wind Down Wednesday. Mika was performing live out there. One of our Southern Soul award winning artists
I
performing.
did see Mika. Yeah, I saw her.
So I mean, that's why I told you, those, the when we first put the awards together, and we first made that first statue, and the second stuff, which y'all saw, Beyonce got it in her show, the statue, our trophy in her award show.
Okay.
I mean, our trophy in her Carter tour on the screen. Yeah, yeah, they have.
Yeah.
And so when we first came out and we hand designed the statues that the people received and everything like that, they were anointed to make sure that whoever was blessed to receive one of these, their careers would go from here and rise. So
Yeah.
that's all I ask. Like, be proud to say I'm an AMG Southern Soul Life Award winner, because they know if you got one of them awards, you was the best of the best in the nation,
Yeah.
out in the circle. You know what I'm saying? You were the one of the best in the nation, or you received one of them, and that
Right.
and that's another level, because, and not no point in to all the rest of the award shows. I'm not saying that to say this that. I'm just
Mhm.
saying what our award show is based on. We want people to thrive from there. And as you can see, like we talked earlier about Mike Clark Jr., we gave him the opportunity. Look at him now. He signed
And
that
look,
with Atlanta Records. You know what I'm saying? Candy Janae. Candy Janae, we gave her her first opportunity. She was our very first award show. She was the first one on the stage in front of everybody. Nobody
no,
never know nothing about her. Nothing. She was from Quincy, Florida. She was doing, songs there, and I gave her the opportunity to bless the AMG Awards. 3 months later, she was performing in front of Niecy Nat. Niecy Nat?
what?
Yeah. At her a private home party. From
What?
that stage, yes. Uh-huh. Um,
Wow.
Niecy Nat, yeah, something like that. I think of Niecy Nat. Am I saying her name right?
Niece
Niecy.
and that?
Yeah, the actress.
The actress, yes.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. She had a birthday party
yeah, she had a
with
birthday.
the cowboy. That's
Mm,
what, okay, with her niece and
yeah,
Nash.
yeah, and she was at her first birthday party.
The first one.
Candy Janae performed
Oh,
there. She
wow.
performed her song. That's My Kitty. That's My Kitty was the
Yeah.
first song sung ever in the America AMG Southern Soul Life Awards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Niecy Nash really pushes that. And I think she liked that Southern Soul.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I
She
think
loves
she,
Southern Soul. And I think that she's behind the scene working on something too.
yeah.
I'm talking about far as helping the Southern Soul artists.
Yes.
Matter of
Yeah.
fact, she was the one that was up there dancing with
With
Miss Shirley.
Miss Shirley. Sure
Yeah,
was. So I think she's a big part of that push. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
that push,
Yes.
and like I said, there's Fantasia. She's already
Yes.
Fantasia already been Southern Soul, but when she went to American Idol, that took her to commercial soul. You know what I'm saying? But she's
Yeah.
understand now she's independent again. Um, um, Fantasia is independent again. She makes her own record,
Okay.
signed to no label, and she's Southern Soul again. But because of her name and because of her status as American Idol winner, she gets on bigger platforms than
Yes.
Southern Soul. She's starting to incorporate some of the Southern Soul people in there, along with Erica Badu. Me and Erica, we did so many
Mm,
shows at the Tupac Center that
okay.
because we used to get her to come do Tupac's birthday celebration, which is June the 16th, and I was the DJ. And so,
Uh-huh.
so she started incorporating Southern Soul when she connected with King George. You know,
Interesting.
yeah,
Okay. Now, yeah, I gotta have you come back. I don't know what all you know. I gotta see what else. I gotta go digging some more to
yeah,
see what all else Uncle Verge
yeah. Because
know.
look, like Snoop Dogg incorporated himself in Southern Soul with
Yes, he did.
yeah, friends with King George. Snoop Dogg used to come to the Tupac Center and do everything with us. Snoop Dogg, Death Row Records, Tupac signed to Death Row Records.
Right.
The connection, you know.
Uh-huh. Exactly. I mean, they're in there. I was gonna say somebody else. It was on the tip of my tongue. But I saw Patti LaBelle. She
Yeah,
You saw her, she had the boots on the ground.
boots on the ground. Yeah,
She was saying she
yeah,
had incorporated in hers too.
yeah. Because they know if they don't, their career be stagnant. They have to go with what's trending. They have to go with what's trending. And even if it's not in their lane, they have to go outside their lane to bring it in. Now they'll give us some crumbs on the plate. They won't give us the full meal. But like I said, boots on the ground is making them give us a full meal. If you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying. They give us crumbs on the plate. They'll smile. They say, "Okay, let me let you get up here on the stage with me," but then they'll kick you to the side when they through with you. You
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
the boots on the ground making them look past boots on the ground to other artists. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I know they had some people that was kind of mad. Why they outside? I don't care where they was there.
Yeah, they were there, and that was another strategic move from
Yeah.
the BET Awards because so much was said about how much how much how many viewers and stuff that we generate. So they said, well, okay, and this is I went behind the scenes, so I know because I was there before.
Okay.
We're gonna see this because they could have. He's supposed to really put him. They should supposed to put him on the main stage because that was a main stage moment. Have everybody in the crowd just doing what the boots on the ground. But
Yes.
they said, no, we're gonna see this first. We're gonna see if we should go ahead and invest into Southern Soul. So we're gonna put him on the pre-party. It's gonna be a lot of people from Southern Soul viewing boots on the
Hmm.
ground. Maybe look at the numbers on the pre-party. Look at the numbers at the award show. Man, we need a we look. You see how many numbers that this man generated on the pre.
Right.
This
Hmm.
soul is something else.
Say,
You
wait a
need to
minute.
you need to start developing more things. And that's when he started, he really started advocating for Southern Soul 803 Fresh. He really started doing it. Like, hey, I'm trying to make sure that y'all understand I'm Southern Soul and I'm trying to put it on the map.
Right. And I love where he acknowledged at the end, he said it, Southern
Southern
Soul.
Soul is
Yeah,
here. He said Southern Soul is here.
sure did. He
That's
did.
what I'm saying. And that's all. We behind him 100%. We
Yeah.
support all that. We support all the ones that's been in it. It just ain't him alone. It's everybody that's been instrumental. Myself, everybody, interviewing people. It's everybody that's in our
Yes.
soul realm. No, there's no Big I, they ain't no little T.
Exactly. Man,
It's
cause yeah. Cause when it all falls in place, they're gonna be like, what all that is? Yeah, Queen Kim, yeah, podcast. Hey,
yeah, that's
hopefully I'll be named somewhere up in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But look, guess what you're doing right now? You're getting the receipts.
Yes.
You
Oh, got
interview.
them. Oh, we got them receipts, man. Got them
You got.
receipts.
I interviewed him. I interviewed her. I interviewed. Here's my.
Got it.
Here's my. You save every video that you can do because
Yes.
that's the receipts that you need.
Got the receipts.
Yeah,
I
you got
got the
the receipts.
receipts. Uncle Verge, we gonna chop it up. We're gonna chop it up. I'm gonna see if I can make it down there to Atlanta and get them tickets. Who wanna come with Queen going down to Atlanta? Y'all come on.
You see that? 5 months away. 5 months
5 months.
away. 5 months. So it look like we already went over earlier. It's a complete package for 125. That goes off sale in October.
Right.
So if you don't get them before October, at October there'll be a different price because seating. We had to add more seating this year.
I
So
heard.
like I said, if you want to be a part of that. Awesome Southern Soul Weekend in the ATL. Go ahead and jump on it now. The tickets are on Eventbrite, AMG / Southern Soul Life Awards
All
2020.
right.
And
Come
we
on,
go.
bestie. My bestie say she wanna go. Takita, we going. I'm gonna bring you.
Yeah, I mean they no telling. And I lift my eyes up because they always know I have a surprise. They no telling who you might see at the
That's
AMG
right.
this year.
Don't know who. I might have to be there. Uh
Yeah,
oh. Uh-oh. Now you know what? I'm finna go on that one because you might be done open your mouth on. I don't know. I'm
yeah.
just saying.
They ain't no telling who you might see at
You
the
might just done hinted at something. I don't know.
end.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
But it is a good who's who because I know I had met some, when you see people on the internet or their pictures up and that was like me and Lady Coco. It's like,
Hmm.
first time meeting, it's
Hmm.
like, okay, it's just
It,
awesome
it's a
seeing.
different energy when you meet each other face to face.
Yes,
Because
yes,
when you're on the internet, like everybody know, we don't know half of the people personally when we talk to them on the internet. But when you meet them face to face, it might be a whole different person that you meet. Like, you say, wow, this person may be quote unquote really cool, or
yes,
this person is who they are when I talk to them on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time, like any social media thing, you have perpetration. You know what I'm saying? People perpetrate or present themselves to be something they're not.
yeah,
Then when you meet
right.
them face to face, they're not that person. They probably down to earth, cool, relaxed, laid back. You might see somebody on the internet just like take for instance, you might see me up here DJing. I might be
Yeah.
hyping it
Oh
up.
no, you the same. Look,
But
you.
if you meet me, they say, "Dog, he kind of chill. He kind of laid back and quiet." Because I am that way. That's my person. But when the lights come on, I put my when the lights come on, I think about satisfying my fans and my customers. So that's a whole different energy. But when the lights go off, I'm back into me.
Okay.
You get what I'm
Oh,
saying? So that's how most of the people on the internet, on social media and everybody, they present themselves to be something, but then when you meet them face to
they,
face, they might be something totally different.
right. Exactly.
In a
I
good, in a
definitely
good way,
understand what you're saying.
in a good way. And if they
Yes,
bad, you'll see them in a bad way.
right. But I'm just as cheery and smiling and happy to see people just like I am here.
Yeah, yeah,
Happy to see Uncle Verge.
yeah.
Hey.
Look, you got time. It's 5 months away. You got time.
5 months away. 5 months away. Let me
Yeah,
go
yeah.
check them airline flights.
That's what I'm saying. And if you get them, about understanding, if you get them now, they cheaper. The closer you get to the event, it's higher. I'm talking about
Right.
because they trying to say, oh, you trying to get over here fast. But if you get
Yeah.
them now, they might be cheaper.
Okay.
If you're flying in,
Right. All right, y'all get them tickets early. Get them flights early and get them hotels early. Because we got an award show to go to.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, man,
Atlanta,
look,
ATL.
we got buses coming. I mean, one bus is complete with 56 passengers up there. They're gonna be partying all the way from North Carolina all the way to Atlanta.
Ooh,
The whole weekend they go, they be partying on the bus, and then it's gonna be crazy. That bus is already packed. So
exactly.
I'm like, wow, and I think the person jumped right on it at the very beginning in January to get this thing done for the bus in January in
Right.
North Carolina. There's one coming out of Texas. There's one coming out of Florida. Um,
Oh,
and the reason why I'm saying it because I had to get with the hotels to get their rooms arranged and everything like that, guaranteed rooms. So I know that for a fact that I know there's three
Lord.
buses coming.
Ooh, yes, indeed.
I know
What a
that for a fact.
what a good time it's gonna
Yeah.
be. Oh, what a good time. Yeah,
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. All right, Uncle Verge. Well, I wish you all the best. Hey,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna salute you. Keep doing what you're doing, baby. Keep
And
doing
you
what
keep doing
you're
what you're doing too. I would be
doing.
very, 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 very great
Thank,
in very
thank
great.
you. Thank you very much. All right, Uncle Verge in the building, and we'll talk later. Okay. Mhm. Hey, that was Uncle Verge. Hey, DJ, legendary DJ Uncle Verge. Hey, let's go on out with some boots on the ground. Y'all been with the Queen Kim? Yeah, kicking it. Boots on the ground, baby. We putting out boots on the ground. Get up on your seat. Let your body move. Cowboys and cowgirls. Sipping on moonshine. Friday night. I'ma get behind that thing, girl, and roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. I ain't finna play with y'all. I ain't finna play with y'all. Queen got to go. Thank y'all for tuning in. And until the next artist, next week, you just got to come back and see. Okay? Queen Kim out. I'll see y'all next Thursday. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.